Hello YouTube, my name is DJ and I will be teaching you or going through the steps on how to make chicken adobo. Okay, so these are the ingredients. These are not particularly written in any particular order, just so that I just wrote them so I could quickly remember them. So right off the bat, you have onions, chicken vinegar, soy sauce, salt, pepper, garlic, and ginger. And I'll probably be preparing them more or less in that order. I'm just going to show you as I do it. So here I have a half cut onion that was sitting in the fridge, probably from something else. And here is a odd looking onion. I'm going to be cooking actually 2 pots of adobo. So I'm hoping this will be enough, and I tend to wing it, because that's how I do. And actually I'm going to peel this and see if this will be enough, or if this is, I don't know. Okay, let's see. Guys, check it. It's like 2 onions merged into one. What? It's kind of weird. Okay, let's keep going. So unfortunately, I suck at the fact that I don't have a cameraman or tripod or whatever. But yeah, it's kind of trippy. I've never seen this before. An onion with like 2 halves. Maybe that's super common, but I just suck at knowing that. So I'm gonna dice these up. You don't necessarily have to dice them or slice them. It's whatever. Just so that it evenly gets in the pot. I'm also going to show you, or going to try and show you how to prep the chicken. So yeah, I'm just going to dice them up first. So I just get super emotional when I cut onions. So next thing I want to prep is the ginger. Just because I want to prep things up before I actually get to the chicken. I don't even know if I'm doing this right, guys. I just figure this is the order I'm doing it. So I had a bit of a mold problem on my ginger, and if you guys need to know anything about me, is that I get weirded out by mold, mainly because I just didn't grow up used to that in any way. So I'm totally guessing here. So this is the onions I'm going to be using for my 2 respective pots. I'm going to use maybe a majority of this piece and some of this for one, and then the rest of this for my the next pot. So I'm going to cut that up. Let's see. Probably a lot like this. I probably won't cut this any smaller than this. But if I can get it thinner than this for the rest, I think that's going to be a good idea. And I do apologize for the bad editing, guys. Okay, so I'm going to get that started. So, guys, what I have is plain and simple. I have here from Fortino's a couple bone-in chicken thighs, and again from Fortino's is it boneless and skinless chicken breast. So the reason why I'm cooking 2 is just because I can. I have the 2 pots. One thing my mom always taught me is always should probably clean the chicken. So I'll switch sides. Hi, hope you don't mind my face. So one thing my mom always taught me is always clean your chicken, or your meat, whatever meat, obviously. And as common sense as this may sound, this is super crucial in the sense that it'll maintain the longevity of your meat after it's cooked, and well, I mean, it's just good practice, right? Don't just cook your meat. Well, clean your meat. Clean your meat. So what I do is I empty it out of the container and I rub it down with salt really nice. Make sure that, especially with those thigh bones, that I get the any feather residue, or if that's the right term, off of the skin of the thighs, as well as any excessive fat or cartilage that I can take out. Obviously, those are bone-in chicken thighs, so I'm gonna keep the bones there just to keep the meat together, because that's how I like to have it. Obviously, when it's fully cooked, it does break down, but I do like when it's cooked properly, it's gonna break off a bit easily, and then the bone. The reason why I prefer the thighs over, say, the drumsticks, sorry guys, is that it's just easier to take it off and to separate that bone while I'm eating. As for the chicken breast, it's healthier, and I had a friend who was I was hoping for them to come over, and they are more partial to the white meat. Like I said, it is supposed to be healthier. I don't know. That's what they say. Anyways, it's supposed to be healthier, so obviously that's I do find white meat to be drier, but okay, so that's that. I got some stuff to do. Guys, so here's my chicken thighs. Still got the breast to do. I'm keeping them out here, but I don't think it's too bad because probably be done it. Well, I'll set these up to go first. Okay, so here's my onions and ginger. What I need here is my vinegar, soy sauce, salt, pepper, and garlic. Garlic and pepper. Yeah, those are gonna be powder, as you can see. Same with the salt. I mean, obviously, that's a given. So, what I do for my soy sauce and vinegar, very easy. So, I take a cup. I'm gonna prep 2 sweet ass mason jars. Woohoo! Pretty sure they're kind of unbreakable. Not gonna test it. So, I take simple food grade vinegar, food grade implied. Fill it up to the halfway mark. Obviously, there's no halfway mark, so we're just kind of winging it, because that's how we do. Shit. Okay, that's actually a very decent match. Hello to the rice cooker. Vinaigrette. So, I don't know if I actually need to get another soy sauce. Boom. No, I don't. Okay. Soy sauce. When I was growing up as a kid, we just left the soy sauce out, but apparently these ones from Walmart say that you have to have refrigerated. Who knows? My mom suspects that we're just getting the wrong soy sauce, but she doesn't mind. So, I have a friend who just really doesn't like vinegar, and actually because of that will not eat adobo or use ketchup. I know what you're thinking, it's kind of weird, but whatever. Oh, yeah, one thing I'm missing on that list is oil, but obviously I'm going to use the oil. Got a bunch of other stuff I gotta clean. Okay, so pot number 1 is going to be my big one. I'm going to put that there. Actually, you know what, guys? This one being the taller one, I'm going to keep that on the outside. And I will use this one closer to the sink. So I'm gonna try and get some olive oil and be abundant. I mean, really, do I really? One could argue that I don't actually need it because, you know, chicken having all that fat and whatnot, but you know. Just don't want to be too generous with that. Okay, sorry guys for the unsteady hands, and I know the oil's a little uneven, but it should be fine. So what I'm gonna do is dump these guys, spread out nice. Probably should get a clue. So I'm just gonna go with 5 for now. Probably gonna hit it to high heat in a bit. Yep. I'm gonna turn off the. It's a little embarrassing, but I probably put on too much salt. I'm gonna generously put garlic. Can never have too much garlic. Probably could, but anyways, Mom said you could be always generous with that. You can't be generous with the pepper. It's just not her thing. Probably more than her taste, but I don't mind it a little bit warm. Again, sorry for the whatchamacallit, bad camera work. So just had to do that. That's my favorite part of the whole thing. I'm gonna throw this. I'm gonna throw this on high. Start mixing that a bit. It's gonna suck. Probably not. I've done adobo by myself about 3 or 4 times. Generally came out surprisingly well. Okay, so I gotta just rinse off the chicken because I just rubbed it off, and I'm gonna place it in here, and I will show you that. Another error I made, guys. Just rinsed it maybe a bit too much, but that again won't be an issue in the long run because we're gonna make sure that we cook these very thoroughly. And actually, what we do is we cook these so that there is no more water in them. Now, some Filipinos you may have heard, will do the opposite in the sense that they like to. It's a bit of fat there. That won't be a problem. No problem. Okay, so what we do with adobo is that we cook it until there's no more water. Now, I've always had this as a bit of a tricky problem, mainly because, well, it all looks like liquid to me. But you want to cook it for at least 2 hours. So on this clock it's 3:45, so we're aiming for 5:45. It's obviously not 3:45 right now. I'm hoping this clock actually moves forward. It's about 10:25. So I'm gonna move that around periodically and probably keep that on high for a bit until it's all kind of browned up all around. So when I mix it thoroughly, it's gonna be nice. Once that slows down, I'm gonna be able to do the chicken breasts and So right now I'm just kind of playing it by ear. No, but this is great. It's chicken adobo is a super simple recipe. Just 2 key things to remember. Well, let's say 3 key things. Let's actually turn that down a bit now. Make sure you clean thoroughly. Remember all your ingredients and cook until cooked. So cooked until all the water is gone. Like I said, some people like to keep the water there, and that's okay if you like the sauce to be a little bit more like if you like to have more sauce there, but that's not going to guarantee the longevity or the shelf life of this recipe, because I'm pretty sure this should last a week without actually needing to be refrigerated. So that's that. I'm gonna show you the end product for both of these. I'm actually gonna show you because I'm thinking of dicing up the chicken breast, and I will show you the end product of that. And yeah. So right now,
there are plenty of
these are looking absolutely gorgeous. Oh, sorry. Sorry, had some video on there. These are looking absolutely gorgeous. Look at that golden brown. Still gonna let it boil. I've done a bit of a job trying to dice up these guys. The breast. I don't know if that's really gonna do much, but we'll see. So same steps for this guy. Oil. Now we can change up the order of how we do this. Don't really matter, so long as everything gets thoroughly added in. Flambe. Onion bay. Then we add the rest. Garlic. Pepper. Oh, maybe a bit too much, like always. And I'm gonna add the salt and just gonna throw that in, and I'm gonna throw this on high. I will see you guys in just a second. So I'm gonna mix that in. I'm hoping that when it cooks and it gets a little bit tougher, that it's gonna hold itself together. Start time for this is 4:05, so still have plenty of time for these guys. Looking gorgeous. Probably should flip them a bit. For this is going to start boiling any moment now, and then I'm just going to mix that up, make sure that all the spices are a little bit more evened up, and maybe on top of the meat. And yeah, so that concludes that. Got a lot of cleaning to do, and gotta prep my broccoli and stuff. Okay. So that has been a general tour of that. Remember guys, 2 hours if possible. That's entirely optional. Then what you have is a super nice, able to freeze sauce. Here we have the thing boiling a bit. Shit's gonna go down. It's gonna go down. And you see we already have something here getting more cooked than the rest, so we gotta cook it. Okay, if it breaks down, whatever, it's my adobo, so you know what, no one else is gonna eat it. I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna have fun with this, and I hope you kind of enjoyed it too. This has been Adobo with Daniel, DJ. You know what, okay, yeah, hope you enjoyed this. Hope you understand the basics and we're not cringing at this whole debacle.
That guy's gonna blow himself up. Why would that guy blow himself up?
Sorry, it's not in the theater. You know what else we should watch? An American Tale. It's about a little Jewish mouse.
Jess, this is Caroline.
Hi. One more time, Caroline? Caroline. Caroline.
Caroline.
Oh, okay, fancy. Well, it was nice to meet you. So nice to meet you too, Carol.
Oh God! It's burning. Okay,
I
wait.
accidentally saw Nick's.
Okay, guys.
I got the dirty twirl, Schmitty.
She happens to be an incredibly beautiful woman.
Okay, so this is pretty much done. It's a little early from the 2-hour time mark, but as you can see, I mean, I might actually turn on the heat for just a little bit longer, but it's mostly oil and sauce now. Chicken sauce. Yeah, not much water in here. This is definitely good to eat in terms of letting sit. Probably a little safer to give it a little bit more time. But I guarantee, guys, this is delish. I would serve this to anyone at all. You name it, it's theirs. Except if they're vegetarian or have a thing against chicken, then I would definitely not serve it to them, because those are two giant criteria in terms of wanting to eat this. But if you like it, it's in my house. Please don't break into my house. The doorbell works. Last I checked. And ooh, I'm gonna have that. Okay, and oh, I still gotta pay attention to my chicken breasts. Fellas, if you handle both the thighs and the breasts, I don't know where I'm going with that. Just make sure that they're both cooked very well. Yeah. You know what? No, I'm gonna let this sit here, but it's pretty cooked. Not gonna turn the heat again. Yeah. Okay. Adios. Wait. You might want to see the other. Shrimp. Oh God. So, it is cooking fairly well. It doesn't immediately get as brownish. That nice golden consistency as the other one. Still golden. Although I think, well, I mean, dark meat, it gets darker, right? So now you know. I'm going to let this. So if you see here, the sauce is like, I don't know, more a yellowish. This one is more of a, it's still dark. You gotta see the definite, like, the sauce is the dark brown sauce, and then the yellow oil. That's when you know it's done, when you see the differences there. But this is good. This will be good to be my lunch for the next couple of weeks, and I think now I'm done. If you want more of whatever the heck this video was, let me know. If you want to eat at my house, oh shoot, I forgot to cook rice. But yeah, that's about it. Enjoy.